It's 5 o'clock on this Sunday evening, March 14th, 2021, and the Rackmont Newsroom in Naughton, Designator Channel 5 o'clock news for us. Sunday evening, March 14th, 2021. Time is 5 o'clock, and the Naughton temperature standing at 41 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news for a Sunday evening is New York vaccine czar called county officials engage their loyalty to Cuomo amid sexual harassment investigation. Tony Fauci said it's disturbing that Trump voters say they won't get vaccinated for COVID-19. While Fauci, in an interview on NBC's Meet the Press, says do not spike the ball on the 5-yard line, as they are getting close to the end of the pandemic, not quite, as people need to continue to be vigilant for the next few months, which is wear a mask and be safe and vigilant. In Denver, as Michael Snow continues travel, remain treacherous through Sunday night. Stimulus checks sent to the wrong bank account for some Americans checking IRS get my payment tool. 2 dead, 13 injured after shooter opens fire at Chicago party. Pelosi pledges swift work on major infrastructure package. Fauci says guidelines will be much more liberal by July 4th if U.S. cases drop. Duke University undergrads ordered to stay in place all week as COVID-19 cases spike. Stacey Abrams calls Republican efforts to restrict voting in Georgia Jim Crow as in a suit. Biden's open border policies enriching drug cartels as microcrisis escalates, quoting Governor Abbott. Past Bay cheer squad bomb allegedly cyberbullied minors with deepfakes, official said. British police broke up a vigil honoring a woman allegedly killed by a police officer. Ireland recommends temporary deferral of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. British Iranian women back in court after 5 years in prison. And U.S. taps Indian COVID-19 vaccine production progress to inoculate in the Pacific. Boston opens vaccination site solely for the city's public school teachers. The Transportation Security Administration screened 1.3 million travelers on Friday, its greatest total since March 15 last year, despite warnings from health officials and concerns about the COVID-19 variants. Winter storm cancels thousands of flights, closes major interstates. Pelosi pledges swift work on major infrastructure package. Big burden for schools trying to give kids internet access. Lost to mountain, Japanese attorneys, bones return home. With sports clause, life altered athletes make new. Democrats bank on relief aid to win backward working class. Fauci said Trump should urge his followers to get vaccinated. In Attleboro, the Attleboro Industrial Museum will reopen to the public on Thursday, Director Carlton Legg said. Almost sophomore quarterback comes through and clutch against Hull. Fire destroys woman in West Quincy and family displaced. In Marshfield, drive for St. Patrick's Fund. Yo-Yo Ma performs concert after receiving second COVID dose. Illinois health officials report 1,044 new cases of COVID-19. 19 deaths as statements administered over 4 million vaccine doses. 12-year-old prodigy, Elena Wiggins, Center at Arizona State University, job at NASA. NASA's Perseverance laser zapping audios among Mars mission satellites. SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launches for a record time, bringing 60 more Starlink satellites in orbit. In sports, Green Bay Packers could play for veteran free agent wide receiver T.Y. Hilton, and Houston Texans acquire right tackle Marcus Cannon. New England Patriots sources said tonight, Boston Celtics taking on the Houston Rockets down in Houston. Game time, 8 o'clock. NBA scores. Houston leading Cincinnati 75-47 in college basketball with 6:06 left in the second quarter. It is second half in 12-19. It's Illinois 55, Ohio State 46, Colgate 85, Loyola Maryland 72, St. Bonaventure 74, Christian 65, and Alabama 80, Louisiana State 79. College basketball, the women's was Lehigh 31, BU 29 at halftime. BCU 81, UMass 69. It was Baylor 76, West Virginia 50. It was Georgia Gulf Coast 84, Liberty 62. Stephen F. Austin 56 and Sacred Heart 45. It was Matt St. Mary's 40, 70 Wagner 38. It was HB 62, Kep 46. 1-4 in progress, Justin Thomas here, leader with 13 strokes and a bar in the Players' Championship Golf Tournament in Florida. NBA scores. One score was Golden State 59, Utah 52. Called Peter Childers' time is 5 after 5 on this Sunday evening. Time out to take a look at the Peter Channel traffic and try to check. Beep beep! MBTA subway cut. Looking good. Commuter rail looking good. And the ferries, they are looking good. How was the rise of New England? Southeast Expressway on the southbound side. A little bit slow between the Pike all the way down to the St. Tanks and Dorchester. And 95 on the southbound side. A little bit slow to Hampton Tolls, but set to the western Mass highways are looking good. 91, a little bit slower. Route 9 in Meriden and Route 95, southbound Slaughter. Route 7 Norwalk, Connecticut. And up in northern New England, 93 is southbound side. Lows are a little to New Hampshire. 91 southbound, lows are upstate Vermont. Around the U.S.-Canadian border up in Vermont. Peter Childers time, 5:06, time now for weather report. And what a crazy weather day today. We had wind, we had snow, we had sun. Yes, it was a mixed bag today. Wind, snow, and sun. As an Arctic cold front will bring another round of strong winds this afternoon and tonight, and along with some unseasonably cold air throughout Monday. Widening chills between 0 and 10 below 0 are expected late tonight and Monday morning. As temperatures moderate Tuesday, Thursday. A weak system could bring some snow Tuesday night and early Wednesday. Another system may impact the region Thursday and Friday. One year and unseasonable conditions cold tonight and below 0 wind chill bounce by late tonight. Not much change in the previous day. The Arctic front was pushing south across southern New England this afternoon. Wind was shifting from the west-northwest and becoming gusty. We had this front radar showed lots of the showers, but with the impressive low level of instability as the cold air started to work in. And so far, temperatures are even too warm, leading to the rain showers across much of the best stretches. The air was too dry, leading to the very light snow with little impacts to travel. Expected there will be some snow showers capable of leaving them some light snow accumulations later this evening, and expecting most showers to end after midnight, with a possible exception of the outer Cape due to the year's effects, clouds and showers. And the main story then will be the gusty northwest winds and the much colder air. New record low temperatures are possible tonight, but many locations in the single digits and teens, and the gusty ones will lead to the wind chill bounce well below 0. Will need to consider wind chill advisories over the next hour or so. And take a look at the National Weather Summary. Your winter storm will wind down on the parts of the Central Rockies and the northern central high plains tonight. Severe thunderstorms and heavy rain will shift toward the Mid-Mississippi Valley on Monday, and then southeast and Midland on Tuesday. And quick fire day should continue across part of the New Mexico and western Texas. The low pressure system will continue to intensify as it expanded impact with multiple forms of hazardous weather across the central portions of the country. Moisture from the Gulf of Mexico has been lifted ahead of us. Steady by cold front will continue to trigger frequent bouts of severe thunderstorms across the southern plains and the lower Mississippi Valley, and far northern and heavy rain and independent thunderstorms that expanded across the central plains and middle Mississippi Valley ahead of a warm front that surged with the intensified low pressure system and major winter storm is Australian progress across the central Rockies and increase at nearby high plains, and on the backside of the storm system, heavy snow and increasing winds are expected to wind down over much of the central Rockies and the north central high plains tonight, with additional light snow possible along with the front range of Wyoming and Colorado with British warnings and winter storm advisories and warnings continue to be in effect of the central markets off such a high plains at the Black Hills and South Dakota as storm should reach back into intensity that should be good of the wobble eastward to the central plains at Monday to weekends, but in the meantime, strong and severe thunderstorms are forecast to ship reach as the interior southeast. Oh yeah, Tuesday as on the weekend storm. Policies would be a light swap of freezing rain and mixed precipitation moving parts of the Midwest Around Valley, reaching the separations on Tuesday morning. In addition, dry and strong dense winds in the south of the storm is expected to promote elevated critical fire danger across parts of the southern high plains tonight. And outside of the major storm systems and some light wintry precipitation is expected to wind down into the interior, doing into the night as reinforced the shots of cold air moving into Canada. And elsewhere, much of normal temperatures are forecasted in the deep south of the Midwest ahead of strong cold front out western the cold front the eastern Pacific is expected to bring the next one as other weather to the much region by Monday. The exterior of Nevada should be see heavy snowmelt back to the region tonight and the Monday. As rain spreads in the lower elevation, the northern Central Conference, the system will be spread of mountain snow across the Great Basin in northern Arizona, as well as the northern Rockies and Monday night when the cold air settles from west to east across the western United States. And by early on Tuesday, much of the four-quarter region see snow arriving when a low pressure system begins to take shape in the Valley City. This low pressure system quickly organized a much mid-latitude cyclone as it pulls another stream up. Gulf moisture up in the deep south Tuesday night and lean into increase in stability and the chance for thunderstorm activity is global pickup at the backside of the system with the parts of the Rockies and the North Central High Plains. A snow squall will affect northern Worcester and Middlesex counties in Massachusetts at 4:18 p.m. A snow squall is along the line extended from the Harris Pacific Dunnsville and was moving in the southeast at 50 miles an hour. And we only got the snow squall and wind fire. Wake 5 1 until 8 p.m. All some New England except Arizona still snow covered until 8 p.m. this evening. And northwest wind 15-25 miles gust up to 50 miles an hour. Lowest 29% and relative humidity in the mid 30s. And the dry weather and strong winds out southern critical fire weather conditions at a red fog. Warning means that critical fire weather conditions are either occurring now will shortly out. The fires that start may spread rapidly become difficult to extinguish. Wind advisory remains back until midnight tonight, and northwest winds 15-20 miles that gust up to 50 miles an hour. And for portions of the North Connecticut and central and eastern, northeastern, and southeastern, and western Massachusetts, and run out until midnight Eastern Daylight Time tonight. And gusty winds could blow down on the scooter objects. The tree limbs could be blown down, and a few powers may result. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. Goes like this. It's going to be Podcast for tonight, low 10 above, wind chill by as low as 1 below, northwest about 1360 mile an hour to highs, 41 mile an hour for Monday, South Carolina 28 to low 42 degrees, wind chill by as low as 5 below, northwest about 15 mile an hour to highs, 36 mile an hour for Tuesday, mostly South Carolina 38 low 26 degrees, northwest about 5 mile an hour kind of not a variable for Wednesday, partly South Carolina 48 to low 32 degrees, Common to southbound 5 mile in the afternoon, Thursday mostly clouds by 54, low 29 degrees, and Common to southbound 5 mile in the afternoon for Friday, mostly clouds by 36 to low 24 degrees, and northeast at about 13 to 15 mile an hour size. 25 mile an hour for Sunday, mostly south by 46 to low 25, north at about 6 to 8 mile an hour for Sunday, south by 49 degrees, and right now in Norton, it's 41 degrees and night rain, and that's going to be the bigger channel. 5 o'clock news spread. Sunday, March 14, 2021. Peter J. Woods, you have a good evening just before we. And there are 1,508 COVID-19 cases and 30 additional deaths reported in Massachusetts as estimated. Number of active cases rises for the second straight day. And hope you had to see you at 10 o'clock for that hour. Hope you have a good evening, stay safe, be positive, be well. Have a good day.